One regiment in the area was the 48th Pennsylvania Infantry. Some troops in this regiment were coal miners. They thought they could mine underneath a Confederate battery, fill the end of the mine with gunpowder, and literally blow a hole in the Confederate lines. The digging began on June 25th, and the mine was completed about a month later. The total length of the mine would be about 586 feet. They removed 18,000 cubic feet of earth in the construction of the mine. The sounds of digging, actually, once they got up underneath this Confederate battery, were heard by South Carolinian infantrymen and also Virginia artillerymen who were located in the position here. The Confederates were looking for the mine, rumors were flying, and anywhere where the lines were close, they were digging. The Confederates were digging what they called listening galleries to see if they could hear the sounds of digging. And there's one spot right out here where the Confederate countermine goes over top of the Union mine. They just didn't go deep enough. The Union mine was about 16 feet down at this point. The Confederate listening galleries would go down about 8 to 10 feet. So they were right on top. And yes, at night when it was quiet, they were hearing the sounds of digging below them. Now, the end of the mine would be filled with 8,000 pounds of gunpowder. The initial battle plan was to blow up the gunpowder, create a large hole in the Confederate lines. The initial attack would be led by African-American troops, and they would roll up the Confederate lines to the north, back behind me, to the south, behind you, and then the rest of the troops would go through, around the hole, and captured Blandford Cemetery about 1,000 yards behind us here. If Grant could get guns up on top of that ridge, he might have Petersburg.